Let's run this and see if we got it right here. Okay, so let's type in our username, Bob Smith. Okay, there's Bob Smith. So what happened is PHP took a value that was inputted by a user and it set a variable, that value, at runtime. So this username got that value through the post super global variable. And we could have also just echoed, we could have wrote echo this highlighted area, and that would have worked just fine. You're usually going to want to put this into a variable because there's other things we need to do to it to protect ourselves from hackers and things like that. We'll get into that much later on, but this is just a basic way of getting data from our user into our PHP script, and from there we can do all kinds of things with it. So let's just go over one last thing, which is the get variable. And the get superglobal variable is really similar to the post superglobal variable. We're going to change this method to get instead of post, and then change these to get instead of post. And that's $_get is get. And let's see what that does. I think I need to reload that. Okay, so what happened here is, and I erased that echo, so I didn't echo it out, but you can see in our URL bar up here, what happened is it added a bunch of stuff after our test.php. It added a question mark, it added a username input, which was one of our text box names. It said equals Bob, and then plus Smith, and plus you could just think of as a space, because you can't put spaces in URLs. So and password input equaled we had a blank, and submit login equals submit, just because we clicked the button. So that might seem kind of strange, but that's all a get super global variable does, is it displays all the guts into your URL bar. You might be wondering why you'd want to do that, because that seems really unsafe for a login system or something like that, and it is very unsafe for a login system. But if you're making, say, a search engine, then that might be useful, because if you search for something cool that you found a listing for something you like, you might want to share that link with people, and you can just copy and paste a link like this, and when somebody goes to it, your variables will already be inputted there, and things like that. So that's the reason you can, when you're searching on Google and you copy a listing of something you search for, you can paste it in and go straight back to that listing without typing in something new to the Google search field there. So so that's what get does. It just kind of displays everything right in your URL, which is very insecure, but it can be useful for things like search engines, and say if you have a blog or something and you have a blog ID that you want in your URL bar here. That's what the get variable is for. That's the only difference, is post keeps it hidden, get displays it in your URL. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time.